What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We're in the Fight Club recapping UFC 298 Volkanovski versus Topuria, where we saw a new champion be crowned in Topuria, and we'll get into all of it. But before we do, go down, like and subscribe, comment your thoughts on the card, how you feel about everything, what some of these fighters should do next, or who they should fight next. And as always, I'm Paul. Pick a win, Concha, and I'm joined with.
Man, boy. Man, it's your boy Kev. Waterboy Savoy, aka the Don PYE, aka the realest on your screen. And damn, dog, Paul, you know how I fuck with Volk.
But I was
You
so
know
loud in
how
the last episode about Volk.
you know how I fuck with Volk, kid. Old great old Volk, any Volk, whatever it is, but I can't lie to you, Paul.
You got knocked the fuck out, man. Give me my gun.
Unfortunately, that's exactly how it went. It's a sad case, bro. But it even happens to the best of them. It happens to your homies sometimes, bro.
Oh, I'm talking when I saw my dog get, because you looking at the combo Ilya threw, right? Ilya threw, hey, he looking at the combo, he threw, he missed all four. I'm like, there's no way. My dog Volk ain't letting him slide with nothing. And then next thing you know, with the hand of God, I felt like that was the biggest one punch man moment I've seen so far. And like I watched Josh Emmett knock out Bryce Mitchell
That was
live.
terrible
So,
too.
like, I'm talking one punch. I'm talking. I watched Max Holloway knock out Korean Zombie one punch. Like you feel me? I'm talking that boy Ilya Topuria brought everything he had. So fast, so quick, so sneaky. Boom, and Volk just said,
I'm not gonna lie, the featherweights have been on a spree of some devastating ass KOs.
"Bruh, this tells me how tough fucking Josh Emmett is to take that many punches from a motherfucker like this. Like this motherfucker does not need judges. And that's how we have to start this motherfucking card off. Because shout out the new champion, Ilya Topuria, man. He's a fucking Spanish brawler. He came from nothing. He's part Georgian, so we fucking love him. But damn, my dog was number one pound for the pound like 5 months ago.
Bro, we'll just talk this fight. Yeah, we're talking this fight first because it's really what stole the show. Not just because Topuria won. I mean, it was a pick 'em on the odds. I feel like not a lot of people would have been shocked if you won, but the fashion he did that not even prior to that, like the first round, I felt like Volkanovski was doing his thing, but then Topuria lands a vicious ass leg kick. Like Volkanovski landed like 7 leg kicks prior. Topuria lands one, and like Volkanovski's leg is just gone. That's fucking. He starts switching stances every now and then because that front leg was gone, and the people were explaining the foot like boxers, even boxers are breaking down Topuria like the way he uses. They're like, this is the best footwork we've ever seen in UFC. Like the way he was cutting off the cage and keeping a bulk on the cage, and what's ultimately they say like the one thing you don't want to be on when you find Topuria so far is the cage because that's where people go night night, and it has been vicious. You said everything, bro. It came from nothing, all that. But like you gotta add that boy's like 26 years old. Ain't bro, no homo.
27.
He good looking. Like bro, he going back to Spain and slaying the hoes.
No, but have you seen this lady? She's so bad. Like
he is.
this is, bro. This is what you want. This is legit. Like the textbook. Like this is the textbook Chad champion. Like this
No
is the
one
dude
man
you
should have
want.
all that power.
And this motherfucker can dress. Nigga coming out in suits, clear. Like this is GSP if he got bitches.
GSP with bitches is probably accurate, bro.
GSP with bitches and nothing but knockout power.
It's Silva with a deep voice, bro. It was like you weren't allowed to have all that. Like I said, not one man. Like Kanye said, no one man should have all that power, bro. That I was saying that, like, bro, this boy got the money, got the KO power, can sub you if you want to sub you, can probably steal any girl he want, and like this man is gonna be the face. I will say I fucked with him and everything he stood for, but then he said like featherweight trash ass division. Like I think he called out Sean O'Malley, who's the
Yeah, so I'm glad we're talking this fight first because that's something great. So like him as a champion is so deadly because he doesn't give a fuck, and I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna fight anybody for sure, and he's never gonna duck anybody. But like he's gonna go at them big money fights. He wants to go to Spain. He's probably gonna try to fight Sean, try to fight a big name dude to see something crazy. But him at champion is insane. I'm
they
not gonna lie.
Yair's already, after that whole press conference. Yair's been hyped. Like, he's
Oh, this is what I wanted to say.
what's up?
But like this is what's gonna fuck Dana up, right? They put all that work into Sean O'Malley, try to get Sean O'Malley popping, jumping, shit like that. This is where legit all that foundation you put into Sean O'Malley is going to one place. Because I'm shocked because Dana didn't post Ilya Topuria knocking niggas out, but fucking they said in one day, like maybe I gotta go check the numbers to be sure, but one day motherfucking Ilya Topuria's octagon interview 1.5 million. Sean O'Malley shit
Real Madrid
67.
posted. Did you see Real Madrid before the fight even posted like a whole clip of like all these famous people and famous Spanish people wishing him good luck in this fight and like go bring the gold for Spain. And it's like Real Madrid's the most followed sports team on the planet, no matter what sport you're talking about. And that's crazy exposure. You might not have that United States exposure, but like same way Habib
Fuck the United States.
Muslim country.
Bruh.
The Spanish, bro, even Mexico might stand up for old boy. Like he's gonna have the people.
And he has a Georgian side. Like the thing about it, he's gonna be so nice. If he can stay winning, stay fucking motherfuckers up. I think he's gonna be like one of those people that everybody hates in America, but you love to hate his ass. You can't beat him.
Wait till he gets on the mic, bro. Wait till he gets the English popping. Wait till he gets quick with it when he gets like comfortable speaking English, right? This guy might be amazing because he already talks crazy in Spanish. The shit he be saying about like all these people, where it's already like the translator be like, "Want me to say that for real?"
No, literally, they say, "Hey, say it like you fucking said it." They said it like,
yeah. Oh man, this is a real star. This is like you can make a star and a star is born. And this was a star that was definitely born.
He just has to keep winning. If he keeps winning, oh my gosh.
And like and then we don't want to get into what is, but you can just think about it. I'll let people sit on this and like if he gets the max fight and what if he wins that and what if he knocks off like Yair, like then he's gonna be sitting there like who's next type. I know Volk said he wanted a rematch, and I think he does get the right to a rematch. He's been like the champion for so long, number one pound for pound, like you said 5 months ago. But
you know how I feel about immediate rematches.
Yeah, Topuria though is gonna,
especially when it was like a closed casket case, like Izzy versus Alex. I like an immediate rematch on that. And Izzy versus Sean, I'm not giving an immediate rematch to that. Like Volk, you ran the division, you did your thing, but and you also are 35, so get it in now. I fucking love Volk, but you know how I feel about immediate rematches. It's not always the best money.
Unfortunately, if Volk don't turn it around, he's gonna be a prime candidate for one of the worst 2023s or 2024s. With
I just think he had a rough 2023 because of both the Islam fights, and then 2024 just didn't start off the right way. That's why I'm saying you don't fight Ilya Topuria again. Go beat a Josh Emmett real quick. Like go beat.
Yeah, no. Featherweight's got some hitters too. So I mean, Topuria said he wants Sean, but even if he doesn't get Sean, there's Max and Yair waiting, and we gotta see what happens with Brian Ortega, Yair next week. So like, there's some hitters waiting in the corners.
I don't think Yair is next. It should be a next contender because, like, man, this man Ilya is killing Yair. Like, that's not even.
It's crazy.
That's not even close. Like, that's not even a close fight. Like, that shit is crazy. Max, he might be able to do something. He might be able to run in there. But he's gonna quit off the division.
With the Max thing is that Max got to fight Gaethje next, and hopefully he doesn't get permanent damage that it will linger into his next fight. Like they're just hoping that we get a Max versus Ilya on like full power Max.
That's gonna be interesting, but I will see, man. But that was a great motherfucking main event. Shout out the new champion. I'm still riding with my dog Volk, even though he got knocked the fuck out. I'm still riding with my dog. But the craziest thing was the reactions to me. Because that boy Izzy was watching this shit. Because everybody was like, oh yeah, Volk won the first round. We chilling. Like, Volk, do your thing. Next thing you know, you just see like, oh, ooh. You just see the coldness in the Kamaru. I don't know. I be thinking Kamaru be doing a lot because of that's just his personality. It just looks, but you know, it was still a good reaction.
Yeah.
It was a great reaction. Funny dude. But yeah. That was the punch heard around the world.
Facts. All right. Well, let's get into some of these other fights around the block here. Gotta get into Robbie Whitaker, get into Dub over Paulo Costa, which was a close fight. I mean, Paulo with
Bloodbath.
this fight, it went to decision, but if you watched it, this was a fight you can watch over and over and over again. It was really down the wire. Paulo ran in that spinning heel kick that really, I don't know how Whitaker withstood that kick. It was right on the dome. But that boy got the fucking chin. I give him that. But yeah, like this shit went back and forth. I'm happy Robert Whitaker got the win. I thought he did enough to win because Paulo did land shots that probably were a little bit more devastating. But it's like I don't always feel like you can reward the person that lands the one big shot, whereas the other person has been like landing a lot more shots. So they're devastating in their own right. They're not as big and as flashy, but like he's still doing damage and he's doing a lot more. He's landing a lot more than other guys.
Yeah, I think the same. I think it was a good fight. I didn't expect Paulo Costa to match up so well with Robert Whitaker, but he definitely did his thing. He came in looking good. He caught him early with that in the first round with that kick. And then there were just a few more times where like it was like 5 minutes and if the round was 5 minutes and 10 seconds, Paulo Costa could have got the dub in that one. But it was just an all around good fight. We love to see Bobby Knuckles go in that bitch and fucking win on his shield. I definitely thought Bobby Knuckles won the fight, but good fight, good fight, good fight. It's tough to come on here and not hate on Paulo Costa because it would love to be cool.
Oh yeah, no,
Paulo
Costa
sucks.
Yeah, Paulo Costa brought his fucking nutsack for this fight. He was ready to go for war.
He grinded on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. That nobody's stock went down in that one.
And then we had Jeff Neal lost to Ian Gary. Honestly,
talk about it.
Bigger than the fight itself, bro. Like the fight was like a lot of boos because there was a lot of circling the ring, a little 1-2, get out of there, all that. I thought Ian Gary won. I'll leave that at that. But just the high fives after every little thing, the fucking the like I understand sportsmanship and shit, but like it felt like a point where like everything they're like, yeah, good shit, high five. Even the coach was like, don't high five him. Like fucking like it's not like fuck that. Fuck, you can hear the coach scream it. And like it was a decent fight. It was definitely a lot lackluster and a lot more friendly than what I was hoping for.
Oh man, you know me. I wait for Ian Gary's post press conference all the time. I don't really. Ian Gary's a good fighter. It was just a fight. Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. It was just a fight. It wasn't nothing too crazy. But Ian Gary talking about I fucking get Kobe Covington out of the division, out of the fucking UFC. I'm like, okay, that's a good fight to go straight because that's like Kobe probably like still top 5.
But
so like
he said he would take Kobe Covington, drag him in front of Donald Trump, and beat his ass and look at Donald Trump like this is what you created. Oh like god damn.
I like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that. Was kind of gangster.
Then what else? He did say also in the post conference, he was like, everyone that's booing, everyone that's talking shit, like he was loving that villain role. He was like, keep doing it. And he was like, but I want to see one of y'all when Jeff Neal with his fucking haymakers is walking towards you, not to get the fuck out of there.
That's what that nigga does have some heavy ass hands. I've been a big fan of Jeff Neal ever since I watched him fight Shavkat. Even though he lost, I was like, oh, that boy can fight.
So we had the three hands fest. It was all hands in those 3 fights, and it's only right we got an all wrestling galore fight right here. Merab mauling, like I said, that boy's a mauler. Mauled his way to another victory over gold medal winner Triple C Henry Cejudo himself. Where a lot of people prior to the fight was like, There was a lot of people talking shit like, bro, Henry Cejudo gold medal, Merab shit ain't gonna work, like da 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 da. And I was like, bro, I don't know about all that. Like that pace, that Russian or that Georgian wrestling shit is a little different. And I mean, the boy had him on his fucking shoulder and walked him around the cage like it was a piece of meat and slammed him.
Literally. Literally. I mean, if Henry Cejudo, I mean, it'd be tough for me when it comes to certain Merab fights because, like, you fought his training partner. Like, Red just helped somebody train, prep for a camp to fight you, to fight you, and then he just prepped for a camp with the guy that beat you to fight you. Like when he fought Yon, like I'm like, but they did 2 camps on this nigga. Like,
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah, he's not even watching film. Like he's not even watching. He's seen it already. Like, yo, let's get it in. Like I already know what I got to do to this motherfucker. So like, that'd be in the back of my mind. That's why I'm always gonna pick Merab, especially when he fights against a guy that Aljo's already beat. But I'm always picking Merab because I also do think Merab's a little better than Aljo when it comes to their style of that wrestling. So I'm always picking Merab. But my thing about it is I didn't expect Triple C to get his ass whooped like that. That first round, he looked like he was doing whatever he could to defend it. I think I saw a Twitter video, somebody was breaking it down. Triple C was using a lot of feints. You know, I like a good feint. And then Merab was respecting those. But once in the second round, once Merab realized this motherfucker wasn't shit, this boy was getting them singles, taking them down, no problem. He's just getting a single to a trip. I'm like, God damn, bro, this is not Olympic style wrestling. Like, bro's literally just hitting you with the fundamentals and basics. You just can't keep up with his pace. And it's like, yo, Merab did his thing. Shout out Merab. If he continues his troll, there's no way that he can't be champion in this division, especially since he's next now. Because Dana even said, like, you know how I feel about Merab and the whole my friends in the division I don't. But there's nobody. He's going for the champ. He's going for the belt next for sure. Like that's not.
I respect it sometimes, but and like Henry Cejudo is one of the most decorated combat athletes ever. I'll give him that. He did retire a little early. He didn't have to retire when he did, but him coming back, he lost to the champion and probably soon to be champion in your first 2 fights back. Like it's not bad. Like he's still a top 5 guy in the division probably. Like he's like someone like Kyle was the one that was like, yeah, this guy always loses when I watch him. I'm like, yeah, like his 2 fights back were against the number 1 and number 2 of the division, and like it just happens to be a little older now. Lost that step.
All right, so here's the take real quick before we go. I'm not a hater. I do think Henry Cejudo is cringy. I'm not a hater, but I don't like the title. You know, I don't like titles in general, but I don't like the title greatest combat athlete of all time. I think you're a decorated at combat. You're a decorated combat athlete for sure. But I don't think there was a single sport where somebody that you were ever considered number 1 in. So like, I don't really consider you. I think there's people that have one sport and that could probably consider themselves better than me because there's never a point where was Henry Cejudo ever like pound for pound number 1?
He may have been after he beat Demetrius Johnson.
Because John Jones was still in.
Because Demetrius Johnson was number 1 pound for pound for a long time. But Jose Aldo. Yeah. So then when Henry Cejudo beat, because Demetrius Johnson was on like a 12-fight win streak type shit, Henry Cejudo moved to his division and beat him. Then there is a potential he was number 1 after that.
Okay, I'm just bitch like, how you consider yourself the greatest if you just like weren't the best?
And one of the few double champs that actually like defended the belts too.
But I like what you said, most decorated. Like I actually like that most decorated. People defending both belts.
I don't know if he defended both. I think he did because they did run it back with Demetrius Johnson. Like they had multiple fights. So and then definitely defended the belt in his division when he won it as well. I don't know if it was simultaneously defended, but there was defenses.
So yeah, so I'm not a hater. I don't want to hate because I do like you did earn what you did.
Who was a hater though? Who was a hater was Dana White because Henry Cejudo after this fight retired. Again, you can say he did it a second time. So Dana White didn't even give him an octagon interview. And then afterwards, when asked about it, when Henry Cejudo hinted that he's probably retiring after this fight anyway, all that, like, why didn't you give him the mic afterwards? And he's like, he already retired. He did that 2 years ago or some shit. Like, I was like, damn.
Yeah, Dana did say that, and he was like, yeah, bro, you can't leave something for 3 years and expect to come back and everything smooth.
Yeah, so it was like,
Because imagine if he had got Merab first instead of the title shot, because in the shot O'Malley.
oh, you would have never even seen Aljo. That shit.
Oh my gosh.
Then we could I know you like your lady. Your lady was on the card. Amanda Lemos took care of your lady. I'm sorry about that, but I think you picked Dern out of respect. But I know me and Romeo were big. Like, yeah, Lemos like same thing as same thing about Jessica Andrade. Like, this is the same style. Like, you're just not built to fight. I will say she did a lot better against Lemos. It was a very competitive fight, especially early. Definitely itself. But Lemos, as a dog, took care of business for me.
Yeah, she's tough. She's tough. I'm a dirt man. All right. This is one of those fights I don't think stocks drop. I think Darren should probably start stringing along some W's soon because these contracts. But I'm not gonna get into that. But she fought well. Like, I liked it. Like, she's tough. She's a tough motherfucker. But Lemos is just her for real. Shout out Lemos for winning this motherfucker.
Shout him out. Anything else on this card? Because I know that boy Renia was on the card, but it was a disappointing fight. Was no finish, but
I know you was mad.
I know that boy lost me some money. That's why I'm not even talking about him on this card.
I'm crying, but now it was a fun card. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like the card was good. I feel like the card was like a 6.5, 7 maybe at most. Like, giving them like you had to love UFC to give it a 7. But then when that Topuria KO happened, it like bumped that bitch up to like a 9. Like that
literally
moment was like, God damn, this is what I stood up all night for. Like, what the fuck?
That shit shot up to a 9, Paul. I agree with that, like, wholeheartedly.
Like, you're just kind of watching the fights when they're on, but then when that moment happened, you're like, "Whoa!" I had to go to Twitter and I had to go see what the fuck was being said, rewatch the clip. Fucking, it was crazy. Good card, good card. Left good.
Fun fact. I was supposed to go to this R&B night with these with the crew, and then was and you know me, Paul. I don't dance. I'm not no dancing ass nigga. I'm a vibe, but like I don't know none of the lyrics. So what I do, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this fucking fight, and I'm hoping that bitch goes 5 rounds. Man, that nigga knocked this nigga out, boy.
Hey,
I shit in my pants. And then by the time I got there, niggas was already sweaty. Niggas was musky. Niggas was like I was good, kid. I got there for the last song. I got in there, snuck in, and I just started shaking my head. Yeah, they was bumping that Usher. I was like, yeah, and then I kept got up out of there.
Sounds like a vibe though.
Oh yeah, sounds like they look like they have fun, but like, yeah, and I did exactly what I needed to. Got up in there, got up out of there. Life is good. Shout out MMA for saving me from the musky niggas.
Shout out MMA. Shout out UFC 298. It was a good ass card. We enjoyed it. Minus it wasn't our boy, wasn't our guy Volk. But we're watching a new star be born. So we're witnessing something special. So let's just buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, at this point.
As always, we appreciate everybody watching. Go down, like, and subscribe. Comment what your thought on the card was. You made some money, lost some money. Let us hear it. I'm Paul Pick and Win 'em. Join with Kevin, Waterboy, Savoy. And if y'all didn't know, well, now y'all know, motherfuckers.